got this 110cc quad. I've been saying to the kids, let's fix it up. So I want to do something special, and it's just another great project that has always been on the back burner. Now, as you can see, she's been sitting here a while. There is actually two of them, but we're going to concentrate on this one the most, simply because the actual plastics is actually all there, and the kids won't get their feet caught anywhere near the wheels and so forth because everything's there. So most of these parts, or pretty much all the parts, are really cheap online on AliExpress. But my eldest son, one of my older sons did say he thinks the motor's cracked, so we actually need to have a look underneath and check it out.
Stop.
The back wheels seem to be a little tight, but it's all part of getting it apart and fixing it up. Now let's have a quick look underneath.
Oh no. Did I come up close?
Yep.
Yeah. Whew.
Nothing obvious. There's only one small one that I can see here. So I think we're okay. You can tell from the underneath the frame is pretty rusted, but not completely through. I've cleared off some of the paint here, but I know a guy who does powder coating, so I could even go to the extremes of stripping this down and just getting it all done in one hit. A few parts that there is, like the frame, the swing arm on the back, and the steering ones, the ones that hold the wheel. So, might do that. Alright, Callum and I are in the shed. We've got the quad in here. Now it's time to start pulling it apart and seeing what it is that we need to replace, clean up, and put it back together. There we go. You put that on the ground just there. No, just there. That's it. Right. Where's those spanners, spring spanners? Right, grab a bag. Yeah, any of those bags. Those two in there. You do that one. Right, yep. That's it. Going to put everything in a bag so we know exactly what they are instead of trying to remember everything as we go. And steel bit in there, clean it up. Right. Okay.
Oh,
Put that
those are meant to.
in there. Here, Bobby. I think we'll have to get a new one of these. What do you reckon? We should just put some tape on it, tape it up.
No.
Why not?
Because we need the middle
Oh, okay.
and we need the rest of that.
Fair enough.
So,
What are we going to do with this one?
Throw it out in the bin.
What? Okay. Oh dear. Wow.
Oh, this thing's
Take that off.
What was that?
Grab another bag, Bobby, so you can find a small one.
This small? Real rough. That's gonna be hard. Yep, that's twisting.
Alright.
Broken.
Need a size of that on the back. 10. Look at that. 10. Yeah.
Still small.
Oh, got a bag.
Can't find 21 clothes.
No, there's going to be a few, so it doesn't matter. Just find what you can.
Here's a good one.
Open it up. Let's go. Requires some help. Going to give it some gentle persuasion. We've stripped the head because the screw's quite rusty. So I'm just going to put a slot on it and get it out with a different screwdriver. Is that on there?
Yep.
Is it on?
Yep.
the bolts. Oh look, there's a spider there. Oh, that's stripped as well. Damn it. Okay. What else do we need to do? Oh, we have to get... What's going on here? We need to disconnect these, Bobby. Need the pointy nose pliers.
Can I?
Oh, where's that from? I'll put that in there. I bet you that's from under here.
Can I undo this?
Yeah, oh, we need to undo that.
Can I
That
undo
one there. Yeah, well, that's got a... On here, it's got a clip. Okay, we've got most of the screws out. Some of them are stripped, so we'll have to like cut them off. But Callum's going to come in here and we can get close into here. And we've got 2 more screws either side, well, one either side here, and we're also going to disconnect the lights just from the frame, and then it should be pretty much ready to come off. And there's a tiny little bit that slides in and keeps those together. So just got to try and get that apart for the moment. There we go. Got to disconnect the ignition wire. It's the same. Oh, not the ignition. It's the key, which is the ignition, I guess. Grab the rattle gun, impact driver.
Do I get a new bag?
No, we can put these back in place. Hold on to that. To that. Just stand back so the camera can get it. To that. Well, it's night time. Callum's now in bed. We've had dinner. Got myself a hot cup of tea. Let's continue on. Now the top's off, we can obviously get to everything else, all the wiring a lot easier. Probably worth, I'm not arming and ahhing about stripping the entire thing, but when you get down to this much, there's really not a lot to the quads at all, so. Yeah, might as well, eh? Okay. Well, throw something down in the comment. Always a good idea. Take a few photos of just how things were before you pulled them apart. Probably great. I thought you were in bed.
It was because I was just lying in bed and Heidi just pressed a random button. Now it's gone on
21. That means it's 9 o'clock.
And like it said 8 before 8.
Well, what's the time? I can fix it in the morning, but we don't need to worry about it. Well, actually, no. Give me your watch quick. Take your watch off. Where's the time?
Here.
Done.
Thank you.
See you, mate. No. Where's my cuddle? No.
Whoa. You've done a lot.
Just took the top off, it was all. Dry. There are spiders all over this thing. Small ones. And I don't like spiders. Nope. black box here, and from memory when we got this, it was like a remote an alarm system on it, like an immobilizer, I think. So I think we might be just getting rid of that. I mean, really? On this? Well, that didn't quite go to plan, but I'm throwing it anyway. Well, I think I'm throwing it. There are two main connections to the actual main wiring harness, so they're not there by accident. So guess we'll find out when we put it back together. It's all together still, so in theory it's easy to put back together, right? Got a few things to fix up, like redo the fuse and well, the wire for the tail light kind of goes through the battery box, which was like cable tied on in the first place. So I don't know. The spider. Another spider. More spiders. Just so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Just lovely. Not. See? Yucky. No, I'm not getting close to it. No way. There's two little bolts just hold on, which hold a plate which locks that cog onto the drive that is in the motor. The chain's not even moving. It's like stuck in position. Ooh, there goes a small one. Sprocket's actually not that bad. The chain, however, remember, this is on an extremely tight budget. I have got to get a few parts for it, but what I can use, I will reuse. Even if it means spraying and oiling the bugger out of it to get it working again. Definitely got to replace the air filter though. I found the link, joins the chain, which means you can pull it apart. There's 4 bolts on the bottom of the motor and 1 at the back. 1 long one and then 4 which directly just go from through a plate into the actual body of the motor. So we will take that out. So a little gasket between the carby system and the motor. But that's why God invented cardboard. Friend is, I don't know whether he or she is. Ah, got squashed. What a shame. I've actually looked up what it's worth to get one of these new, and while they're only like $200 to $300 or $350, you've got double that just to get there, so it's kind of not exactly worth buying a new one, but the whole point is, see if we can get this going. I've been on this chain for a while now, and it is absolutely cactus. So it's definitely going to be a new chain. So there's only one way to take this one off. Like that. You could always just put it back together and put a tow rope on it and tow it with the lawnmower. No. Brake light switch. We do need to get the brake piston, so the pedal there joins an actual piston which then comes. So we've got the caliper with a hydraulic lead on it with actual pistons going. So we'll get one of those. Looks like it could be a real pain. There's a bolt which holds the axle assembly onto the back hub here, and then one of them, the thread where the nut is right next to the chain. The chain has definitely hit it a few times and has pretty much wrecked it, so trying to get that undone is probably not worth the hassle. The steering shaft is definitely bent, so the handlebars were on a bit of an angle, so we'll straighten that up as well. Brush that back with a wire brush on the grinder, and we'll repaint it and we'll straighten that up somehow. Another spider all over the place. Why is it always the last bolt That becomes the hardest one to get off. Really? Okay, Callum and I are back in the shed. It is the next night. Pretty much most of it's done. We just got to get that side undone. We're going to have to turn this upside down. We're going to have to grind this bolt off because it just will not come off. And then get the back section off. That should be done tonight. And then the frame is, I think we're going to go an extra step again. We're actually going to go and get it blasted and powder coated. So let's do that.
That one? Those tons.
Because I looked at the, I looked up the bits we need for the bank.
Oh, good.
And I need to measure. You can do that. Keep your hand against the black. You probably do it with your hand, yeah? There. Grab that small screwdriver that you were using last night. That one good? Got it?
Yep.
Can you get that off?
Oh, you want me to take these bits?
Oh, thank you, mate. Well, there goes my helper. Right, now to get this back axle off. I was explaining last night when I was in here that the bolt right next to the chain here, which is a bit hard to see, yeah, that thread and that nut has been hit by the chain and has damaged it quite a bit, so getting that off is probably going to be a bit of a challenge, but got to do it because I need to get this whole swing arm off of the axle hub there, so that's what we shall do next, and then we'll work towards getting that swing arm from the front, grind it off. I've just got to measure this distance here to make sure I can get the right brake piston for the back. There's two types that come. There's one that just joins and has a reservoir inside of it, and there's another one where it has a rubber tube with a separate reservoir that attaches to the frame separately. So, but I think it's just the straight one. Frame is done. I've left these on, left them loose, and I can tell my brother, who's actually the powder coater, just to obviously take those off and put them back on. Should take this plate off too, and we can put it back on afterwards. We'll just drill those out later. Now, let's see about getting this hub off the swing arm. One, three to go. Once I get the head, the last part of the bolt, into the nut, it will start to, hopefully start to put the thread back on it and become easier, which it is already. So good news. Why am I doing this again? Kids. So that wraps up part one of rebuilding the kids' quad. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe. I want to get a milestone of getting 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I really appreciate the help. Spread the word, spread it to your friends and family. Thanks very much again. And part two is not far away.